cats.
Japanese yen carving.
Ah, that's what it is.
Original Mexican carving featuring beautiful grain and the Hida characteristic use without any additional colour.
Oh, you carving.
Oh, apologies, yeah. Where's the Netsuko?
Yes. Netsuko. Yeah. So where are we?
Takayama.
Ah, we are here. I found us. And we want to be going to...
I think that's Sato, which is off the map, but we can get buses.
Cool. Are these carp okay? There we go. Someone got it. Good fish. Well done. I'm just gonna get that bit in there because I missed it. I like that the fish clearly know that this is where the fish food happens because they're all this end of the pond. So where do I have to stand for that to make sense?
You're trying to line up. There we go.
Sort of there.
If I'm here, I can see it.
They're tall boys. I've got fish bread all over me now.
So you have Casa, Sudoroku.
I mean, yeah. Big mountains. I don't know how big the biggest mountain in England is, but...
No, I think that's Ben Nevis, and I don't think it's 3K. So Ben Nevis is 4,400 feet, or 1,300 meters.
And these are...
The smallest one of these is like 200, and the largest goes up to 2,000? 3,000.
meters?
Yeah, so the highest peak there is twice the size of Ben Nevis, which is the highest mountain in the UK.
Fair, that's why it looks like it's almost touching the sky.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's why it's also really cold.
I mean, yeah, it's covered in snow. So this is the stamp that we're getting from here. You can either get a circular stamp or a square stamp. I like. Straight ahead is a hill where you can get a fantastic view of the whole town and the main roads. There's a castle ruin on the top of it. Good to know. I mean, we are outdoors. 3,300 meters squared is this pond. Fair. Was used as a reservoir. Fair enough. Not foot bag. Ah, they're juggling balls. I can do one. Ah, complete the cubic puzzle, Matthew. You have to have the men on a certain side, I think, but I'm not sure. Hang on. We did it. It took far too long. And now, destruction, so that someone else can be tricked.
Puzzled by it for 50 billion years.
Yes. I do like that you can just play with the toys. Because you know when you go to like Museum of Childhood in London, all of the toys are locked behind glass.
No, they're not.
Are they not?
No, they're updating it specifically so you can play with the toys.
Yes!
We'll be going there at some point, I'm sure.
It's very important.
Oh.
What?
They will have lots of blossoms soon.
These are wisterias.
It was a weeping cherry back there.
I mean, yeah, I think it's slightly too early. Like, I think here it's sort of mid-April for blossoms.
I imagine it'll be when they have the festival.
Mm.
$1,000.
That is the dolls, I can confirm. So this way is traditional embroidery. Also those guys.
6 statues of Hida.
Can't go that way.
You can go upstairs.
Not in the bit that says keep out.
Yeah, but go up the stairs.
Do you want to go up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's go up the stairs then. This kind of house is unique to regions with heavy snow, where large rafters are used for supporting the roof. Look up above your head. Yeah, they're big rafters. Hina dolls.
Many Hina dolls.
Many. It's like a little army. Look at that thatched roof. Look at that thatched roof.
Big house.
It's a big house. But you got to remember that, like, a lot of it would have been covered in snow, wouldn't it? So yeah, all these horses are facing inwards, in towards the shrine. Therefore, they're bringing luck in, right?
They bring prosperity in.
Yeah.
If it's facing it outside, you're giving prosperity to the animals. Because you know you're a farmer.
So the idea is that you'd still be able to get out of the house even if there was heavy snowfall. Because there's like different, you can leave through those.
How big
if you need to.
Those?
Hypothetically, in the Alps. Little house. And then you can see all the different layers of the house. And this is the actual, like, big boy. You can pretty much see it from all from the doorway, to be fair. Or at least the main living area. I don't think you can really go through the rest of it, so.
There's big bloody hatches, Jesus.
Yeah. How do you cut wood? Quickly. Yeah, they are some big things. Are those the stairs? Those are the stairs.
Yeah.
Stairs.
That is Olga.
What's an Uga?
Ooh.
Ooga. Large saws. That's what it says, large saws. A large saw could make the boards. I mean, if we go in, we can read it properly. Just have to take our shoes off because of the wood. Little fluffy slippers. Oi, that's a big step. Mind your head.
I'm
Could make sure the board, make the boards whether the grain was straight or not. Fair. The first 2 people were required to use them. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, this is the 1-person one. Sawdust is called Olga Kuzu. Olga came from the large saw, and Kuzu means dust. Yeah, cool. Good to know. So we found out why there's fish, because there's signage over there that tells you why there's fish. And it's to help keep the fire calm because they are water-based. And I love that. I do wonder what they're chopping. I also just adore rocks on roofs. Ah, that is where the bell is. Cool. We heard a bong and we weren't sure where the bong was. Hit there. Big bong. I may have slightly gone down the car path, but those stairs were not great. Little stream, pretty pond. I like there's a tiny pond and then the big pond. Tiny pond, big pond. So yeah, like I said, the shrine is up. Very up. Over there. So 100 people were sent as the workforce to build castles, temples and shrine. Some of them got high skill and got successful, came back to Hida, and Hida no Takumi became highly skilled carpenters. So Takumi Jinja is dedicated to those spirits. Fair enough. Oh yeah, so it's 92 steps from here, which is a lot. Paper milling hut, paper milling hut, paper milling hut. So yeah, one of the things that this region is also known for is paper milling. And there would be a hands-on excavation if it was on. So.
As in you can touch the paper if you want to.
Fair. So paper Moldbury was superior. Okay, and then they dried it. Fair. So it's all of this stuff. Which is very cool. And there's the paper. Wait, no. Yeah, that is the paper.
Yeah.
Also, big carp made of paper for the boys' festival. Good house. I don't know if there's things growing out of that roof, or is that just how it's been thatched?
Right at the top, I think there might be a little something growing.
Possibly.
There's all different lots of trees.
Yeah. Do you want to play Tiny Gallagher? No shoes. No shoes.
Do you want to play Tiny Gallagher?
No. I want to play Tiny Mario Bros. It's so small. Oh. Can he get the ball on the cup in the children's toy?
I'm going to be defeated by this children's toy.
Hey!
Let me know a fish. Hit! There we go. Yeah!
You got a fish. Well done.
Yes.
This is pachinko. How does it work?
Turn the hand on the side there to release the balls.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you put more balls back in.
What do we think of the Retro Museum, Matthew?
It's great if you just want to look at cool retro tech, because they had active pachinko machines, NES, SNES.
Just an absolute heck ton of games you could play.
So many like different electronics and noise and things. Nothing's in English. So
Which is fair because it's a retro museum in Japan. So
Yeah.
in retro Japan there would have been less English.
also valid.
We're now going to head to the Showa Museum, which
Yes.
is like I think even further back in time.
It's so the Showa era is 50s onwards as well,
So
whereas
it's
this
like
was
the-
more like 70s and 80s
Yeah,
to
so-
early 90s.
If I'm right, Showa's like when all the magical inventions came out, right? Where the
Miracle inventions,
Miracle
yeah.
inventions, that's the one. So museum, this is-
Takayama
yeah.
Showa Museum is where we're going next. This was the Retro Museum.
Yes, this was a Hida Retro Museum with an elephant, who's very cute. We saw that elephant earlier with a mask on.
We did. And to get there, we go that way.
That way, let's go. We've entered the past. This way, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's literally a correct way.
Okay.
Photos, okay. Oh, it's so nice and cool in here compared to outside. Basket. Think this is a pram? It's empty. I like the motorized bicycle. That's pretty cool. And a pink telephone. Don't put money in me. I like they've taped over and gone, just don't. Is this the same bird that we saw earlier? But in a different colour?
Yeah.
Fair. So what tech have we got here? Oh, TVs. Oh. So many gadgets. Irons. Little burners. Tape players. Camera. Oh, that's more tapes. And his master's voice dogs. They love them here. I do like the Fuji camera. The little Disney Fuji camera. It's gotten a little bit stuck. Ah, really wants to go left. And whatever the heck that is. And a baby. Feel free to wear it and shoot. I assume they mean a photo. Glass bottle collections. Ah, camera room. Camera shop. Hello.
The high temperature burns attention.
Yes, it's true. Burns attention indeed. Look at all of these cameras. There's so many of them. Like, so many cameras. I would like all of them, please. Especially this guy. Ah, yes. I nearly said keyboards. These are not keyboards.
Typewriters.
Yes. Do you want to go to school? That's what's happened to them. This one's still stuck. Ah, that's why. So, there we go. Fixing the typewriters in the Retro Museum, Showa Museum. I want one. I want one. I want one. Do you think they'd mind if I just bought one? I also like the roof tiles on this bit as well.
I feel like they'd be a bit upset when you took their thing.
Sorry? No, I'd pay.
Let's take photos of your favourite kimono one.
No, I'm good.
Fair. Would you like to appreciate more dolls?
I am appreciating the dolls. And the dolls. And whatever the ass that is. And Donald Duck. Donald Duck. Oh, I love him. Can I go to school? Look at all these bottle openers. Whee! Tiny lunches. I also like that there's what? I don't want to know. Also, people have been writing on the board because they can, because people have left chalk here. Do you want to do some counting, Matthew? No? Where was the wrestling stuff? Was it just the posters?
It was the posters.
There. I mean, there's this.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
So you can see some mask. I like this one. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Okay, it's not who I thought it was, but if it was who I thought it was, I'd be super proud.
Who did you think it was?
His name's Black Tiger or something? Is that one of the more modern wrestlers?
Show museum opinion.
It's nice.
I don't. Yeah.
The only thing I would do is that, again, it's all in Japanese.
Yep.
It's a little bit, to be fair, no, that's not true. It's a little bit English,
Yeah.
but it's also 1,000 yen.
Yeah, which we've paid half that to go into like temples.
Yeah, and gardens and things. So it's like, I get why, because as you said, like there's a lot of electronics, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of historical aspects there, so I can see why.
And you can touch a lot of it as well. Like you can play with a lot of things. So I can absolutely see why they charge that. But we're going to go to a free art museum now because it's free and we have extra time than we thought we would.
And it has a garden.
And it has a garden. So, and the garden is also free from what I understand. I did buy myself some ume mints and Matthew got a bubble gum.
I can't blow enough, there's not enough to blow a bubble with.
That's gum then.
If I put all 4 balls in my mouth, probably, but...
Sorry if you do what?
If I put all 4 balls in my mouth.
I see.
I was always told to only put 2 in at a time.
It's fair. Are we going this way?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get over the road before we die.
Yep.
So, museum review.
Museum review. That was the Takayama Museum and Art Gallery. It's really pretty.
Yeah, and it's free.
And it's
which
free.
helps. So, I would rank we've seen 4 museums today.
Yep.
I'd say the Takayama Hida no
I'll say
Sato
Hida no Sato was
is
my
number
favourite.
1. That would be my second.
Yeah, Takayama Art Museum, because A, all free, B, had actual translations and things. Even though it wasn't a full translation, it still told you what the thing was. So it gave you
Third
a
for
gist
me
of
would
it.
be retro.
I like the retro one more.
Like,
The Showa Museum is fantastic, in like, clearly they've put a lot of work into it.
it's
but
also
it was,
1,000 yen.
It was also quite expensive, and I don't feel like you're getting that experience out of it. It's like, oh, you can play retro video games. Like, oh, you can do that in the retro. Oh, you can play pachinko. Well, you can do that in the retro. Oh, you can look at old movies. Yeah, that's the only thing it's not going for it that's unique. But at the same
And
time,
that's 200 yen extra.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice if you want to see like a sort of snippet of like 1950s
Yeah,
Japan.
if you want to walk through and you want to take photos and things like that, it's fantastic. But otherwise, if you're looking for more
It's
interaction,
fine. Retro over it, I think, for me.
Yeah.
But like, if you've only got time for 2 museums, Hida no
Hida
Sato
Sato.
and the
Takayama art one.
Takayama Art and
Also,
History.
it's right near a family mart, so it's just
Yeah.
convenient, really.